Okay. We good? All right, cool. All right, I'm not even gonna look at it. Eyes closed.
Oh.
Is that super cluster?
No.
It's not. It's Lagunitas though, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Let me try that one more time. No, wait a second. It's not super cluster. Yeah.
This is fun.
Cause it's got more minerality. It's a little something.
Yeah.
There we go.
Good job.
Yeah, all right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Me next. Am I-
Yeah.
Okay. I'll close my eyes.
All right. Welcome to episode 35 of the Sultan of Slow Drip. You already know who we are.
Hey.
It's been such a long time since we've seen you.
Hot minute.
So much has happened. Victor,
Hey.
how you been, buddy?
So good. So busy.
Yeah.
And we're just trying to enjoy what's left of summer.
Anything going
We're
on?
a few days of soup season recently. What do you mean?
Anything just going on in life? You know, maybe the audience doesn't know about.
They know. We talked about this last episode.
Has it been that long,
Yeah, dude. I've been engaged.
bro?
You guys know.
I thought this was episode 29, by the way.
Yeah, we're
So
on 35. But yeah, the wedding planning process has been good.
That's good.
Venue is set. We'll be in the Bridgeport neighborhood, and we're just hashing out the guest list, and then we'll be talking to a few vendors coming up. But we're trying to like think of creative drinks for libations.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, it's been a fun process. Outside of this, it's just work is good. Wedding season is almost, it's in full swing right now. So,
Yep. Time to get paid. Victor does his thing.
Yeah, so it's been very busy.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. How are you? How's the fam?
Things have been crazy for me. Yeah, my family is doing great. They're currently in Japan. So yeah, my wife and daughters will be away for 5 months. In Japan. They left 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
On a Tuesday, and basically my wife is going to be delivering our second child with her family. I'll be joining them, so I'm going to fly out to Japan for the delivery and stay for a week and some change, and then fly back. And then fly back out again for Christmas and my first daughter's birthday and New Year's and all that, and then bring them all back here. So I got a bit of time to kind of work on some things, have a little bit of fun, and just be kind of alone at home, which is very bizarre. I haven't.
Are you enjoying it?
I'm enjoying it in some ways, and in others, like, I really will be looking forward to having them back.
Yeah.
Because I haven't lived alone since college, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been over a decade now.
I mean, you notice that with everyone who starts a family and settles
Yeah.
down. It's just like it's more, life is more than just yourself, and there's a greater meaning to what you do and who you do it with.
I can like further like empathize with people who have empty nest syndrome where their kids leave, or like someone who's their spouse like passes away. Even though I can call my family, we talk every day on the phone, but just like not having them there is like, man, it's different.
Yeah.
So definitely we'll be looking forward to that. But a lot's been going on. It's been a crazy August. I caught COVID, so that was
okay.
part of the reason,
Right.
why we weren't able to shoot so much. My family. I want to spend more time with the family.
Yeah.
So we decided to cancel or like postpone the episode. I also caught COVID, and then I won a jiu-jitsu tournament like after I recovered from COVID. So
were you expecting? What was your mindset going into it?
it was like a lot of nervousness because I hadn't been able to train. Like, so I caught COVID like about almost 2 weeks before the tournament.
Okay.
And I wasn't able to train at all during that time.
Sure.
And then I, felt better like early enough before the tournament that I was like, okay, I'll still do it. Because I was thinking like I might have to like not even do it.
Yeah.
And I felt good enough like, with several days before the tournament. So I was like, all right, I'll still do it, and then end up winning it. So
What were some key like tenets to your success at the tournament?
relying on my fundamentals, really. Like just, it's funny. The stuff that helped me win the tournament was literally techniques that I've been doing since I was a white belt.
in such a high stress situation, do people just typically just get tunnel vision?
Yes. You revert.
Is it hard to stay like 2 steps ahead of the next person?
You know, it's interesting because there's this shift of perception in terms of like, you're literally like, oh my God, everything's on the line. To like, this is just another guy who's doing jujitsu who's like nice and like, I'm going to shake his hand or give him a hug after this. And it's like not such a big deal. It's not like it's a gunfight or something.
Right.
So you go through these like different phases of awareness where it's like, oh my God, everything's on the line. If I lose, I get, because it's single elimination. So you're like, if I lose, I'm just out. But also you're like, this is just like my hobby. And, you know, this is just another like person who's going to help me improve myself and sharpen.
Yes.
So like knowing how to, there's a saying in jiu-jitsu where it's like, if you're losing, go fast. And if you're winning, go slow. In terms of like, if you're losing, create openings by going fast. You're like, what's that? You know, creating openings to get your opponent to do something so you can take an advantage from them. And if you're winning, you want to go slow and be like, no, you can't do that. Sorry.
Okay.
Not today, sir.
Okay.
You know, that kind of thing.
More defense.
Yeah. So it's like knowing to keep that in mind and then really like just very fundamental things like knowing when to not let your opponent do certain things that are just very basic structural things,
Gotcha.
you know? So if you get that, like, and then you're super active. So, so for example, I won one of my matches literally on the referee's decision because we were so like stalemated that the referee had to pick one, and he chose me. And that was, I think part of that had to do with the fact that I intentionally was like, I'm going to be super active and just keep going. And, you know, my opponent tried to do some defensive techniques to make me vulnerable and get on my back and strangle me. And I was able to peel those off. And then when I put him in my defensive position, because from jiu-jitsu, you actually, a lot of times you attack from a defensive position. It's really interesting that way. And there's a whole like meta game of people trying to get you to come into their defensive position so they can actually attack you. So it's really weird. It's like, but in any case though, and then when the roles were reversed and I put him into my defensive position, I kept actively attacking to such a degree that he couldn't get out of it. And I think that's what won it for me. It was like I was able to stuff his defense and then by doing so stuff his offense. And then when I put him in my defense, I was throwing so much offense at him from that position that he couldn't get out of mine.
I see that.
So it's like
so you were more proactive.
More
and
proactive.
That's what the ref saw.
Yeah, he saw it, and I think that like, and then the other one I just like won it like flat out, like just kind of dominated the guy. Like,
yeah, Lawrence won too. I saw
Lawrence won too.
Yeah.
Like, my gym. So I'm a Masters 1. So like, if you're basically over 30 of the 34 is like Masters 1, and then 35 to 39.
It's by
Masters
age,
2.
not belt.
It's by age and belt.
Oh.
So I'm brown belt, that's just like the belt right before black, and then your age group. Okay. And you can always go down in age because it's assumed to be harder, but you can't go like up. Like you can't be a young guy and be like, I'm going to go against the old guys. Yeah. But you can be an old guy and be like, I'm going to go against the young guys.
Okay.
So for me, I just did my age appropriate because I'm at the top level of my, like at the end of this year, I'll be Masters 2.
Sure.
And adult, you're going against a lot of 19, 20-year-olds. It's like, you could do it if you want, but I was like, let me do just my age and see how that goes.
Sure.
I probably could do adult, honestly, though, but because I'm still like fit enough, still like strong enough. But yeah, all of our Masters guys got gold medals. So yep, at brown belt. So every guy who was the Masters brown belt got gold. So,
wow.
Yeah, so we crushed it. So that was nice. But yeah, so I had that. My family going away. I told you I cracked my tooth this morning. I've been having trouble with one of my molars, and then brushing my teeth, just like a piece of my tooth just falls off, and I'm like, all right, that's great. Well, I was actually happy about it because now I know.
I'm sure some people wonder how you keep those pearly whites with all this coffee you drink.
Yeah, right. It's just like disintegration. It's like So, so today's episode is going to be kind of interesting.
Okay.
We're going to determine like the style of a particular house of beer makers. In this case, we're doing Lagunitas, who are both like, they're like a domestic and not a domestic in the sense that they originated from Cali, came to Chicago. So I'm assuming what we get here in Chicago is brewed in Chicago.
Are they open these days?
I don't know.
Last time I checked, you can't go to the brewery.
Oh, really?
It's been a few months since.
Okay.
But even online, like nothing's really updated.
So. I hadn't checked. Like, so
Are you guys open?
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like they're still distributing.
Right. Yeah. But
like,
I had no idea you couldn't go in.
they have a restaurant and a bar
Right.
and a tour, and yeah, I can't.
Every other place has kind of opened up, you know.
Yeah, maybe I just gotta pop in. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
right.
Not too
Just
far
like
for me.
yeah. But in any case, though, I have a bunch of different pale ales, IPAs, American pale ales, like all those different, ales, and we're gonna see, because here's the thing about it, like, let's keep it real. Pale ales all taste very similar to each other. They're very, very similar. Like, but is there a common thread amongst this particular brand? And I just picked Lagunitas because I knew it would be super fresh. They're local, this high quality. They have tons of different options, and I thought they were just a good representation, comparing them to Half Acre, Three Floyds, and then also these guys, Victory. They're out of I think they're out of Pennsylvania, if I'm not mistaken, or Delaware.
I should say on the can.
Yeah, I'll take a look real quick. Well, should have did this while it was closed. Yeah, Pennsylvania. Yep. Downingtown. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, being able to try these guys versus those to see if there is any distinctive, like, house quality, something that we can say, like, oh, that's Lagunitas. So we're going to first try all these beers, discuss them, and then we're going to do a little bit of blind tasting where Victor and I will determine whether we can spot whether it's Lagunitas or not.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought of it like that. I would think an IPA from one brewery is pretty much similar to an IPA from another brewery.
Yeah, they might be. They might be. And I have no idea.
Yeah.
This is literally just like, because in wine, you can do this. Like, there are certain wine producers, certain chateaus where people taste it's like, oh, yeah, I can taste the chateau. Like, that's very, like, I can taste the region. You know, there's a style, there's a house. I don't know if that sort of thing exists in beer. I don't even know if people care about it, quite frankly.
Okay.
This is something that just popped into my head because of that video you sent me, actually, where the guys who own that beer store were like, oh, we're going to just blind taste beers and see if we can tell what beer this is. We're going to just pull bottles.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that got me thinking, like, I'm not a beer store, so I don't necessarily have to worry about, like, whether I know this or that. But what can I do to see, like, how can I train my palate? How can I see if there's just a certain thing that these guys do? Like, for example, Empirical. I feel like I can taste the brewery, like, not too far from here.
Ravenswood?
Yeah. I when I taste Empirical, I think I can tell that that's Empirical.
Okay.
Their beer just has a certain type of, like, lightness to it.
Okay.
That I can just taste. I think Cruz Blanca as well.
There's a lightness to Cruz Blanca.
Yeah, like, I think for the most part I can discern Cruz Blanca pretty well. Metropolitan, I think I can discern, because I've just drank so much Metropolitan.
I think they have specific styles.
They have specific styles, exactly. But they're still, like, lager, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it'd be tough to differentiate things like I'm wearing a Phase 3 hat. Phase 3 and, like, no, you are right.
You see what I'm saying?
I do, yeah. But there are some, like, hazy IPAs that are very similar to each other from different breweries.
that's 100% right, yeah. So it's like...
But I was talking to another bottle shop owner, and I was raving about another brewery and why he doesn't carry this brewery. And he's like, you know what, I'm not too mad about it, because someone kind of mentioned, and I agree with them, that they all taste the same.
And was he talking about specifically, like, hazy IPAs or something like that?
Yeah. New England IPAs, hazy IPAs, who knows what the difference between those are. But
Right. It's gotten kind of out of hand at this point.
No matter, like, what beer, there's always at least 2 or 3 hops in each beer, and there's so much crossover that you probably have to have a very well-trained palate to make a good distinction between the beers, but there is a common thread between all of those hazy IPAs.
Yeah, there is a common thread. And what I'm curious about, this is something that we're not even going into knowing what the outcome's going to be. I have no clue. Yeah. We might be totally off in terms of, like, spotting it. But what I'm trying to figure out is there more, like, similarities between beers that are of a similar producer?
Yeah. Would you say the same thing about coffee, though? Right? There's a distinction with, like, dark matter.
Yes.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No matter how experimental, there's a fucking common thread.
Yeah. I would say that. Yeah. You're right. Same thing, counterculture. Like, I can taste counterculture.
And if you like it, it's consistent.
Yeah.
And you know.
I feel like I can taste Metropolis as well.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, so I do think there's a certain selection.
Bridgeport, yeah.
Bridgeport, you definitely can taste. So, Yeah, that's absolutely.
That's interesting.
It is.
So maybe we'll find the same thing.
We might. I have no idea, no expectations whatsoever. But I think it'll be interesting to just train our palates and see.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Did you line up in a certain
I didn't
order?
actually, but maybe we'll just do that. I know that's like that, and then maybe that there.
Are these? Is this little something? What is this? Usually. Oh no, it's just an IPA.
This is just the IPA.
Okay.
So and then actually, so I think this guy should go over here, and this should go here. There we go. What do you think about that order?
Yeah, this is. What is this? A regular IPA?
This one.
Daytime.
Daytime. It's like their low ABV.
Yeah.
That would be my.
Cool.
Yeah, and then here, I think maybe we just do this. There. All right. Thank you. Yep, so we're going to start off with the Daytime IPA. Very straw-colored.
Yeah. It smells good.
Yeah. So, you say lemon forward?
Zest?
Yeah, like I would say like lemon candy almost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lemon head.
Like when you say candy, we talked about this before. It's like a dull version of like a. It's not as sharp.
I would say it's like the rind smell, that like that oil, like that essential oil smell. Because I feel like they put a lot of that in candies to like give it the flavoring, the essential oil, and then also like a sugariness about it. Yeah, that's what I would say. And then also too, the acidity for me actually pops a little bit because in candies a lot of times they will put like actual just citric acid. Just pure citric acid in the candy to give it like that snappy taste. Okay. And that kind of comes across as like.
You know the tip that we learned that I kind of carried on with whenever I'm trying to taste something from Brad from Cookies and Carnitas is the quick blow.
The blow, yeah.
And the inhale, and then when he's like when you inhale, it's essentially the 1 second after you inhale that matters. If you do a long pull, like nothing really, you're not going to get anything from a long pull. It's that first 1 to 2 seconds that count.
That blow is a game changer, by the way. Like, holy smokes.
Yeah. It's like water, but
yeah, it's like ballpark beer.
Like Miller Lite, a little better than Miller Lite.
Yeah, a lot better.
It's
noticeably better.
Dry though.
Yeah, a little dry.
It's only 3 carbs.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm kind of expecting. It's like that Michelob kind of, not even as light as Michelob, but no hops really. Like
no.
I mean, I know like the citrus profile that you get is like usually from the hops, but like there's not the danky hop, like weed. Because I mean, hop is like very, very closely related to marijuana, so that's why you get like these beers that are very dank.
Yep.
There's no dankness here, which I think should be an official tasting term, like dankness. Like it is a quality, like
as opposed to dank.
I like dankness.
Dankness. Your dankness.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I gotta find a way to get called that.
Are you using same cups, different cups?
Let's use different cups.
Different cups.
There is one thing that I'm trying to do, and I know it's not doable yet, but I want to ultimately start figuring out style. If there's something like some sort of
within like
yep. Just Rolodexing. There's also some breadiness too there.
In this, it smells bready.
Woo, yeah. This one's quite bready. There was some breadiness in this one, just like a touch on the finish. Yeah, wow. That's a whole different beast there. As far as body. Mostly just smelling the sweetness of it.
That's nice.
Yeah. Just a lot more complexity. Baked pineapple.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Very much baked pineapple.
There's a cool electric truck that just like parked in front.
Oh, yeah. What is that?
A Rivian.
Oh. That's my first time ever seeing that.
Yeah, we were talking about it yesterday.
Oh, nice.
I've never seen it till now.
I hope it's still there when we end the show so I can go take a better look at it. Are you getting any citrus from this? Like overt citrus?
No.
Yeah, no, me neither. It's more like malic, more like pear, pineapple, like baked pineapple.
When you say baked, it's like dulled down.
Yeah, like the zip, because you know pineapple's very sharp.
Yeah.
The zip's just been cut, and it's more sugary.
Mm-mm-mm.
I'll go back for that.
Oh, it was so good. Yeah. We had, what did we have? We had, our buddy made brisket and then grilled pineapple on top of that brisket. It was pretty good.
That sounds really good.
What were you going to say? Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Try some of that, like take just a splash of that daytime and put it in your cup, and then you don't have to
same
drink
cup
it.
or
No, the other cup. Just smell it. Pineapple. Are you getting any?
More than this, actually.
What's up now?
More pineapple than this.
You get more pineapple in the first one?
Yeah, now I do.
It's, yeah. That was something I didn't peep at all the first time. I didn't.
Or is that just the citrus coming back? I don't know. It's just like more citrusy in here.
Well, because citrus and pineapple are different.
Yeah.
You know? Like there's citric acid in
I guess
pineapple.
I'm thinking tropical.
Yeah, tropical. Like tropical's a whole different like mango and guava. Those like have this whole different kind of funkiness to them. This earthiness that citrus doesn't have. So like when we first had this, it was like straight lemon.
Okay.
And lemon is like, as citrus goes, it's like just the prototypical citrus. There's no like funkiness going on with a lemon. Like lemons don't have any crazy like, oh my God, this is like kind of mushroomy or this is kind of like baked, you know, like. So it's kind of interesting that after trying the second one,
You couldn't get pineapple from that?
get pineapple from the other one going back.
Yeah,
Oh,
and you can find this in like ballparks, I think.
Wow, way more pineapple. Holy smokes.
In this one?
First one.
In the first?
First one. Yeah. The first one actually tastes more like pineapple than the second one after trying the second one.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is
Whereas the first time I didn't taste
So
that
what
at
if
all.
you mix the two?
We can try that at the end if you want. Yeah, we just throw a pineapple in there too, a pineapple chunk.
Lagunitas are shaking their head. They're like,
They're
"You
like,
idiots!
"You
What are you doing?"
Ugh. So right now, my brain is automatically saying, "Hey, I wonder if pineapple is just going to be a motif."
Oh,
With Lagunitas. That's just one thing.
I see.
I don't want to necessarily force it to be a theme if it's not really a theme, but that's one thing that my brain is definitely like just
Cali vibes. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Starkly different colors here too. When we do the blind, that's why I got the paper cups, so we can be less influenced by color as well, because you can spot these beers by their color.
Oh,
Okay. I think this has dankness.
more hop. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. More hoppy, you're gonna say?
Yeah.
And this is the IPA. So yeah, so we went what is that one? Daytime, then Little Something, then the India Pale Ale, the straight India Pale Ale. Definitely more just straight pure dankness.
Yeah, more flavor on this.
Mhm. Wow. More minerality as well.
I could watch a baseball game to this.
Yeah. I wouldn't want it to be too hot though. If it was like a really, really hot day, I might take that second one. Let's see. Nice caramel. Also nice texture. Really nice texture. Just like the bubbles
So
are very
soft, yeah.
like so soft, yeah.
Yeah, and then it doesn't last too long though.
Mm-mm. I would say so far this is the finest beer that we've tasted, like going down the line.
I haven't had the last. I definitely haven't had this one.
Okay.
The super cluster.
Yeah, not getting the pineapple thing though, but that could also just be like the nature of those two use like a similar hop or something like that this one doesn't use.
Yeah.
But as like a beer, I think this one is like a better beer,
Okay.
a better made beer so far. But
Curious, like why bottle versus can?
maybe that's it, right? It's just so much softer.
Yeah.
It's nice. But yeah, not getting the pineapple thing so much. I'm quite a big fan of Super Cluster.
Okay.
I won't say too much. I don't want to influence you, but cool. Thank you.
Oh, more fruit again.
Yeah, it's more tropical. More like kind of guava passion fruit.
It's light, yeah.
Like, I think probably passion fruit.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Guava
Yeah.
or passion fruit.
Yeah. That's... I really like Super Cluster quite a bit.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Is that I wonder, because it said it's a Citra
Citra
hop.
hop.
IPA. I wonder if that's a Citra thing.
I'm not... I need to learn more about my hops.
As much as I love beer, I don't love it like that yet. You know,
Yeah.
To where I can discern the hops.
Yeah, I mean, it would be interesting to maybe make some sparkling hop tea.
Oh.
Take some hops, brew them into like a tea, like a tincture, and then sparkle that. And then just taste those. Because it'll give you the sparkling will give you that beer, effervescence, so that you can kind of directly make the beer comparison. Whereas you drink it flat, I feel like you won't be able to necessarily make the comparison so easily. Like, it'll just be a little dull. I mean, maybe. It might be fine flat, but really nice passion fruit guava. I'll have to see if the Citra has anything to do with that. See, and this is from a can, and it's just as fine as the last one. Like, the delicacy of the
caramel? Like, what is it? You said the mouthfeel, yeah.
Yeah, the bubbles are like very nice and soft and like rolling, and like I'm gonna kind of give it a head a bit. Yeah, you know what this tastes like? It's almost like if you were to make a reduction of passion fruit, like a passion fruit syrup.
Okay.
This reminds me a little bit like when I went to Next for their Chinese menu, they had this sweet and sour chicken dish, and they literally just like cooked a chicken, like these chicken nuggets almost, and then had a passion fruit juice that you would pour on it, and the juice like basically kind of solidified. It's hard to explain, but like the juice was really cold and the chicken was hot, and it basically like turned into a really hard crunchy syrup on the surface by like kind of mixing the temperatures. I don't know how the hell they did it, but it was like, imagine having like sweet and sour chicken, but instead of biting into it and it's soft, it like has it like a shell on it, and like by blending them that way, it just like formed that passion fruit shell on it, and it was fire. I was like, damn.
You dined there for this?
Yeah, I dined there.
Amazing.
For this, yeah.
I've never been. That's awesome.
This was after I like left the restaurant industry. I was like blown away just by that, like the temperature and the texture of it, but the passion fruit like sauce that they had that was cold, which was like really thin. When you put them together, it like solidified. It was like crazy.
Okay.
But it just brought me that flashback, like, because taste is memory recall.
Right.
You roll it next, and I'm taking a sip of this, and I drink Super Cluster a lot. But when I'm doing it, I'm kind of like, damn, I had a long day. I'm going to just have a beer, chill, maybe do some work. And I'm just kind of drinking it. And in this context, now I'm like really dialed in on it. And I never peeped that. Like, I never had that flashback until just like sitting here. So I think to a great extent, like doing these sorts of things is great just to have you really thinking about it. And I wouldn't be surprised if like now going forward, when I have this beer, I'm like a further appreciation of it. So,
Sure.
Yeah.
Would you say this is your go-to style if you were chilling at home? Like what would you reach for out of the fridge? Because I have a variety of beer, and I notice that I don't reach for like the dark beers. it's not something I can sip on.
I typically will go for. I mean, I do like to sip on dark beers myself personally. Um,
I also don't want to get fucked up.
yeah, yeah. I mean, like, if when I say dark beers, because I mean, like for example, like Guinness is a really dark beer, but it's like super light. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I'm talking like stouts and barrel aged stouts.
No. That's not. Yeah, that's not my idea of relaxing.
Okay.
That's those are not relaxing at all. Those are like, oh, first of all, I just want this much of it.
Yeah.
You know, and I want to like.
Just usually we split in half and just like.
Exactly. Yeah. My go-to would be something like this, or something like a Schwarz, like a dark lager, like something that's like got some like roastiness to it, but still like you can drink it and not just get totally like hammered.
We were talking about Metropolitan before we were recording, and it hits every time. Especially, I wonder how they do in the wintertime. I'm sure they do well. It's just like in the summertime, it's like the perfect spot.
It really is. Like
perfect beer, perfect spot. People watching on the river.
Right on the river. Yeah. They got like the fake coyotes out there.
Yeah,
they still got them out there,
they
right?
Still got them out there.
Yeah. So.
Well, while we were there, we like got the idea to like rent electric boats, which you don't need a special license. You just like show, that you're over 21, I believe. You know, and you don't drink and drive. You don't drink and boat in a way, and people can just rent you boats, and you can leisure your way up and down the river.
Is it reasonably priced?
Yeah, well, they have a variety of different sizes. So ours is like 4 people, but you can go all the way up to like having 13. And I'm sure the cost comes down with the more people.
Yeah, the more people you get, yeah.
It was like $180 per hour for 4 people.
Okay.
But ours died within 30 minutes, and they took care of us after, comped it, and will give us another session for free with any boat size.
Oh, wow.
So we can invite more people on. So maybe if you're free.
I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. Right?
We'll hit you up. Yeah.
All right. I can tell you this much too. Having gone back through all the other beers, you don't have to do it now. We can do it at the very end. But they play with each other in a very interesting way.
Okay.
Very interesting. I'm getting like a lot of amplification. So one beer will amplify another beer and make it taste better than it did before.
We noticed that with the second and first
I got like this crazy amplification thing going. All right. Wow.
Which is wild because I never noticed this amplification. Well, you know what? I was going to say with flights. But recently when I've done flights, it's at a bottle shop. It's not at a brewery. So I'm not tasting beers from the same brewery.
Okay.
But I have done that. I mean, you go to a brewery, never been there, you want to taste what they all got. And I've never noticed a common thread.
Yo, you mean
because with the flight you try a variety of different things, from sours to dark stuff to the light stuff to the IPAs. So I don't know. It's hard. I think these are all relatively IPAs. They're all IPAs. So it's like you might. It's easier to find a common thread.
Exactly. You know, one of my issues with flights, I haven't had a flight in a while. It's just I haven't really even been out to a brewery like sit down, eat. Because usually you have a flight like you're having some food and stuff like that too, which I think can also play into like the flight itself, where it's like the food. If it's like a hamburger, like I think a flight and a burger is like the classic thing, right?
Yeah.
That burger will influence the beers too, where some will be able to stand up to it and some won't. Especially the fries too. The oiliness from
Such a make and break. Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, just good fries in general.
Yeah, right. Oh, speaking of which, too, the restaurant that I mentioned.
The French one?
Yeah, so they changed their menu back. They now do the mussels and fries again.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got to do that, you know, when you have time, because I know you're super busy. But like, they went from being like this kind of bistro to being like this like really fine dining, like you got to buy a ticket type deal, to back to bistro.
Okay.
So, yay us.
Yeah. I'm down. We're down.
All right. In terms of color,
Lighter.
So this is not placed by color.
No.
Not at all.
We were just guessing at this point.
No, but honestly though, I mean, you look at it. I put it there.
It's thicker.
It's thicker. That's why I put it at the end.
Yeah.
It's a hazy.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's probably going to dominate your palate more than the color itself and like the maltiness or anything like that, I think. Very tight nose on it though. Very lemonade-y on the nose. Almost like a shandy on the nose.
Common thread with Lagunitas is the dryness. I don't know. It just disappears for me.
Oh, word. Whoa, what is that? Do you know? You ever eat like those chews candies? The chews?
High chews?
Not high chews. High
Oh,
chews
not
are
high
fire.
chews. Yeah, they are. What's the chews?
Chews like the little candy, like with the kid on the front, like the cabbage. Not cabbage.
I think I
patch
know what
looking.
you're talking about.
But yeah,
It's Japanese.
no.
Is it
They're
not Japanese?
American.
They're American?
They're like the cheap flat candy. You would get them with Tootsie Rolls and stuff. They're like the 2 cent like penny candy type deals.
Okay. Not gum though.
Not gum, just a chew.
Is it white?
It's like they're different colors depending on the flavor.
I don't know that. Yeah, maybe.
Dang, okay. Or like any chewy kind of banana candy.
Sure.
This is like giving me that banana.
There's always, like I would say 90% of the people don't reach for the I leave candy out for my students, and the banana candy is always left out. But there are a few here and there that prefer the banana though.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not at people's like top. I mean, if you're choosing strawberry, like that kind of stuff, it's not top tier for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Personally, for me, I think it's fire.
Okay.
And you know what like is the most slept on thing ever?
Tell me.
Banana yoo-hoo.
There's a banana yoo-hoo?
Yes, it's the most slept on
Chocolate
thing.
banana though. It's like a sundae.
No, it's just banana flavored, no chocolate.
Oh.
Just like they have a strawberry yoo-hoo, chocolate yoo-hoo, the original, and they have a
I wouldn't
banana
have
one.
thought they had a banana. I didn't know that.
It's so slept on.
Do you guys agree?
And there's a Korean version too that's like I hear even better.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's like banana. Love bananas. And like almost, you know how sometimes banana and coconut have this kind of theme that they share?
No, actually.
Like the fattiness of them.
Yes. Yes,
Like
but
they
like,
have-
what combinations have you seen? Like, are there drinks or are there desserts with those two? I don't think I've ever seen that combination.
No, not a combination, but more so like you have a banana and you have a coconut, and you're like, damn, there's something similar about these two.
I've never done that. You've done that?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
there's something kind of similar going on there.
No, but when you say the fattiness, I agree with that.
Yeah.
It's just I've never done that.
Even though like a banana is not technically fatty, but
No,
it has
but-
this like
Yeah, no, I agree.
is kind of got this heft.
Yes. You saying that, the coconut especially, makes me think of Pretty Cool Ice Cream. If you guys are watching, I don't know.
Yeah.
I would love an episode with Pretty Cool Ice Cream.
I would love an episode pretty cool, so I think it has to be at least proposed at this point.
When people come in, because it's not on the menu, but like, how do they know you're...
I just sold my last popsicle today.
Shit!
Yeah. I got to get more.
So, how do they know it's here?
I go, by the way, I have popsicles. They're fire.
But you sold your last one?
Yeah.
Wait, so is it just a springtime or a seasonal thing? Or
It's a
summer?
seasonal thing, yeah. Yeah, but I think they're still selling them, so I think I can get one more case before they like phase out.
Okay.
Because I have a feeling they're gonna start phasing out maybe like after Labor Day or something like that.
Sure.
So I'm gonna put my case order in this weekend, and
Okay.
so
They're fire, guys. If
they
you
are
haven't tried them.
flame.
Alex was here the other day, and he never had them, and he said it was
They're
fire. They're fire.
they're super fire. So that's funny. They're not on the menu and they're sold out because like I just literally go, yeah, they're really good. People are like, I trust you. That's what happens when you're the Sultan. People just trust you. They're just like, yeah, I'll take one.
Sultan.
Yeah,
Jesus.
right. All right. So one thing that I was like grabbing onto, that thread of pineapple, it really just played on the first two for the most part. And then what I want to do real quick is just go back. So I don't know if this is necessarily placed in the right spot. I might actually move it. Actually, I'm going to move this actually all the way here. I'm not crazy about this. It's a little too short for me. Thank you.
Yeah, the last one.
Yeah, the last one's a little too short, and I'm going to just move it so that it's like kind of represented as to where I would place it as far as flavor profile.
I think you're here.
Which one is that? Sorry.
The IPA.
Shoot. The IPA is...
It's the third. It was the third one.
Maybe I shouldn't have done that. So now...
It's this one.
Okay. There we go, yep.
Because you only have...
Yeah, that's super cluster, so... And then...
Oh, you had tons of this.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Yeah. we go. All right, cool. That one I know. That one's that one's like very, very distinct. Thank you. So yeah, now we can go back and kind of see if there's a like an amplification or reinforcement,
put it
a
in the
thread.
second.
Yeah. So I moved. Yep, that's right. Cool. That's probably my favorite.
Better than
though.
the first time.
Yeah.
Well, the first one. I'm going back all the way to the beginning, so it's just like.
Oh, you're going back to the beginning?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're gonna go that way?
Better than the first time I had it.
Not much though.
No, it's still like water.
It's really watery. It's, like I said, it's like ballpark beer. But like ballpark beer in like the early 2000s. Like nowadays, you can get like crazy.
Wait, fuck. Even the hazy IPA is like a ballpark beer. It's super. It looks. It's like watery, like just like the.
It is.
First one.
That's why I moved it. Yeah.
Gotta step up
I
your
was
hazy game, Lagunitas.
I was expecting like that haze, you know, because like when they say hazy, I'm like, all right, yeah.
Like Phase 3 Hot Butcher, like those are hazy.
Yeah, this is gonna be like an assault, so that's why I put it where I did. But it actually kind of performed a little bit more on the ballpark side of things, which is cool, you know. Nothing wrong with a ball game.
Okay.
Dank. This one, the IPA, just the regular IPA, super dank. They should call that the Indica Pale Ale. Like it's super dank.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what's the common thread. I'm not sure.
Right now, I can't discern one, honestly. That's just my honest opinion. Maybe trying some of the other beers might help us.
Okay.
Like,
See if there's a difference.
see if
yeah.
there's a difference, a contrast. So what we'll do is,
What do you want me to do?
not yet,
Oh.
because we're not going to do that until we actually taste the other beers. So we're going to just push these forward, and then we're going to do the same thing with these cups here. We can even take our cups now. There we go.
We're not gonna do the blind test.
We're going to do a blind test after this, because remember, we have to get our palate acquainted with the whole selection, and then we'll pick one out of that and blind test
I
that.
thought we were just gonna blind straight from.
Oh, yeah, no, not yet. We'll get there.
Okay.
Sorry, environment, we're using all these cups. Maybe we can play beer pong after this.
Yeah, man. You guys didn't see this, but Justin taught me a little something about disposing of batteries.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw him throw a battery away.
Save the environment, guys. I threw a battery away, or 4 batteries, and
Yeah.
he's like, "What are you doing?"
I rebuked him.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was like, put that in my battery pile. I'll go recycle them later. So,
Yeah. No, I appreciate it.
yeah, absolutely. Got to protect the environment. No batteries, no fluorescent bulbs. Go in the trash. All right.
You know what we did recently together? We took a class together.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, it wasn't the best class, but like
Nah, no.
it wasn't the best class.
If you're watching this, I'm sorry.
He's not watching this,
Yeah,
but
no.
but I mean, I've submitted my application. But
Yeah,
like,
exactly. You know, that
so,
old
you know,
pew
it
pew.
really like, you know, we are the type of people that would keep training kind of
Yeah.
thing. But like, imagine, and he's not the only one, I'm sure, that's teaching people, and just there are people that literally don't even teach and just print cards. Like, here's the
Right.
form, I signed it.
There you go.
That's it.
That's the process. Like but yeah, we got our concealed permit class done and submitted applications and everything, and yeah, it was interesting.
And you know, like, and if you don't feel ready, like with buying your first gun, then yeah, keep doing that research and keep
Yeah.
trying and feeling and whatever feels right, and it takes time, but like, and also to be honest though, like every day, like 5 people get shot.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't want to be one of them. So you got to be like Yosemite Sam.
Yeah.
Boom.
As much as and that okay. At all that being said,
Yeah.
do you still love do you love Chicago?
I have love for Chicago.
You have love for
Yes,
Chicago.
I have love for Chicago. Like, this is where I was born. I've lived most of my life here. I'm very familiar with the city. We got so much going on here. Really great food scene, great people. I love the fact that there's still like, you get a lot of hospitality here, I feel.
Oh yeah.
you know?
Midwest hospitality. Is
Yeah,
it a
exactly.
Chicago thing or a Midwest thing?
I mean, the Midwest itself, and then also too, because a lot of people here, especially a lot of black people from the South, you know, you just have like that, just that cultural. I mean, because you know, there's a saying that you know, black people in Chicago are just black people from in Mississippi, but wearing coats. You know, like that's the kind of idea. Because like my whole family's from Mississippi, for example. So you just get this really nice vibe that's like chill for the most part, and then you go to Inglewood and you're like, oh my goodness, you know, you just got to leave the city right away.
That being said, I'm sure there's decent people, like really nice people in Inglewood, and
Absolutely,
right. It's just
they're
like,
just terrorized by that very small portion.
Yeah.
I'll bring up something that's like a very interesting point because I like talking about these things, and there's like sometimes statistics get like just thrown out in a weird way. And this is back when I actually cared about what Sam Harris had to say. If you know who Sam Harris is.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah. Well,
yeah, I mean, well, you're not a fan.
I don't like Sam Harris anymore.
Oh shit!
No.
Okay.
We can talk about that off camera, but yeah. In any case, though, he said something that like triggered the hell out of me, and like I don't usually get triggered, but he was basically like quoting that like thing that people say where it's like, okay, black people are 17% of the population, right? Or no, I'm sorry, black people are 12% of the population.
That's it?
No. I'm building the.
Oh, okay.
Black people are 12% of the population. So that means that black men are 6% of the population, right?
Okay.
And it's like, okay, we need to figure out why 6% of the population is responsible for 50% of the crime. Because if you look at the amount of crime, like 50% of the crime is committed by black men.
Okay.
Right? So you have, that's just the truth.
Okay.
Roughly speaking, 50% of the crime is committed by black men. So he goes, you know, he's like saying this, and he's like, we need to figure out, like, so you know, socioeconomically, whatever, blah blah blah, why 50% of the crime is being committed by 6% of the people. And I'm listening to this, and like, I got furious inside because I'm like, look, Sam Harris, I've never gone to prison. I've never been arrested in my life. It's not 6% of the people. It's like 1% of the 6%.
Right. He's saying all black males are like.
Yeah, I don't know if that's what he meant to say, but that's the impression it gave, where it's like, why is 6%? And it's like, why are you grouping me in with these criminals? Mm-hmm. Like, now what we have to like address is why is criminality so common among black people? You could talk about that. But to say like this 6% is responsible for 50%, it's like, no. It's like 1% or 2% of that 6%. Like the group of criminals is a very small population.
Yeah.
And that just like triggered the hell out of me. Like, cause I was like, for a person who claims to be so like careful with his words and responsible, that was a very careless thing to say. And I'm not even like, you know, I'm very conservative, quite frankly, like, especially for a person who lives in Chicago. So those types of things don't trigger me. But when someone's like really like so factually wrong about it and then perpetuates that stereotype, that just like chaps my buns.
Okay, I understand.
So yeah,
I understand.
But yeah, stay strapped.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's. I wonder how many people are kind of just waking up and kind of like seeking what else they can do, especially if they were so opposed to firearms altogether.
A lot of them, I think.
What else could you do? And I'm not saying firearms are the cure-all to this. You know, things like martial arts or not, whatever it is. Like, there are other, you know, ways to, and obviously, if the option to like run away is on the table, like run away, right?
I'm the first person to call people out for like, that you shouldn't have shot that person. Like, you know, like someone sent me a video. I'm like, he's going to prison.
We are, yeah. So I am seeing more and more videos of like legally law-abiding citizens like shooting back at the suspects that have been trying to rob them or like hold them up at gunpoint. But it makes you think, like, you know, just because they're law-abiding citizens, like, could they incriminate themselves? Like,
yeah, you absolutely have to be careful about that. You can't just like, you know, Dirty Harry everybody who just rubs you the wrong way, or you know, even try, like, you have an obligation to retreat. You know, not all states necessarily give you that obligation, but I personally, for my own like ethical, I feel like I have an obligation to try to retreat. As long as the retreat itself doesn't put my life in danger.
It is such an ego check to retreat when you had so much power under your shirt. Yeah. You know, and all you had to do was show it.
Yeah. I mean, when I'm a passenger, I get angry at people who are driving who get road rage at other people. I'm like, are you trying to get a shot? Like, are you trying to put me in a position
Someone
where I
got
have
stabbed
to...
the other day from road rage.
Exactly. You trying to put me in a position where I might have to fight somebody?
Yeah.
You know? And I don't know what's going on. Because if you think about it, the type of person to... Especially, like, someone who does, like, a dick move to you, the type of person to do a dick move is probably unbalanced in some kind of way. And you're, like, going to have to take it somewhere real dark in order to deal with this person if they get out of hand. And personally, I'm totally capable of doing it, like, but I'd rather not.
Right.
I'd really, really rather not.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people's egos are unchecked.
very unchecked. Like, man, I've encountered some things like recently, like road rage type stuff. People road raging on me for things that like they were literally like speeding, and then got mad at me because I wasn't also speeding. Like, even though I was in the like slow lane.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just go over to the left, and they're just like, you know, like flipping me off and like throwing up gang signs and stuff like that. And I'm just like, bro, you better have a gun if you come at me. You better, because I'll kill you with my bare hands. Like, no joke. So.
Yeah, it's insane. Stay safe, guys.
Stay safe.
Whatever
yeah.
that means to you,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But like, stay
out of trouble. Stay out of trouble. Oh wow. I'm already okay. I'm glad that there's a stylistic difference.
What did we just pour?
That was the daisy cutter.
What have I been sipping on?
Start blowing to this. No.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Yeah, we're definitely poured up right now. So
Yeah.
feeling
This
itself
is
a little
daisy
bit.
cutter. Okay.
Yeah, this is daisy cutter. So definitely, I think a stylistic difference.
Flatter.
Flatter, more round.
Which is crazy because I used to remember how grassy double daisy cutter was.
Dude, I used to like not like daisy cutter. Quite frankly, it was like too grassy for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The double one was extra grassy, but yeah, this one's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It does kind of taste like a dandelion.
You got little dandelions.
Yeah, it tastes like a dandelion a little bit. Like, have you ever had dandelion greens?
No.
Yeah, they have like this kind of chlorophyllic, but like mango-y kind of thing going on. Like very like slightly mango-y.
Actual dandelions have mango-y to it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like a little bit of mango thing going, but just like bitter as hell. Like really, really good for you. Very medicinal tasting. They taste like they're
I will
grapefruity.
always remember tasting mango skins with you.
Fire.
That shit was
a
so
game
good.
Changer. Game changer. That was up there. All right.
Yeah, we're approaching an hour.
Holy shit, we gotta get out of here. Yeah, there's just a lot less going on with the daisy cutter for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, there's more flavor to
Yeah.
the cluster, even the cluster. Yeah, it's flat.
Yeah, it's kind of flat.
All right.
All right.
Three Floyds,
Three
the
Floyds.
the first microbrewery I ever kind of came across
Yeah,
in my beer journey.
They were gone for a minute, but now they're back. Like COVID,
What do you mean gone?
Like COVID messed up. They had to like close their
Oh,
like
no.
location and stuff. Like
Good food too. I had an
Yeah.
octopus there.
their pub, they had
Yeah.
to close like the brew pub and everything. And I guess they're back now. So a little dangness, a little milkiness as well.
That's what that is? The milkiness?
Yeah, it's like a lactic acid kind of thing going.
Okay. Also flat.
A little bit of the hell is that? Is that pineapple or papaya?
I agree with papaya. Dry.
Yeah, dry. You're right. A little flatness. Definitely like more kind of lactic. Nice sweetness. It's almost got the sweetness of a strawberry.
Okay.
Yo, I think this will be easy. Telling the difference.
Okay.
I think this will be easy. We're gonna, cause we're taking so long.
I'm surprised. I'm thoroughly surprised that Lagunitas is more bold than the ones we've been having.
Yeah. We spent like 10 minutes talking about like killing people, so now we gotta like run through the episode. Otherwise, this will be like double the length of, which I'm fine with. But I think people are like, come on, guys. All right, yeah, we get it. You're badasses, whatever. You know, you got the pew pew. You know, whatever. The hell?
It's a session IPA.
Yeah, session IPA. So you know, that's just like drinkable. Like that's the,
Crushable.
I guess that's the session. It smells like a sour though.
No, less than a ballpark beer.
Yo, this is like, they were like, yo, let's get
pee in a cup and call it a day.
Yeah, they were like, yo, let's make that pale ale, but we made sours. We're not gonna wash out the sours. We're just gonna make the pale ale.
Because they make a Rascal, like another beer called like Rascal or something like that, which is pretty good. Victory. I think
I might have saw that. Yo, that's not very good. If I can be frank.
No, maybe not. Thinking. Oh no, they do the Golden Monkey. That's what
they go. Yeah, Golden Monkey. I saw Golden Monkey.
That's
Yeah,
what they do.
that's the Imperial.
No, they do. No, they make Island Rascal. No, that's Avery. Sorry,
Oh,
that's what I'm thinking of.
okay.
I'm thinking of Avery. I think that's in Colorado.
Gotcha.
not Victory.
Yeah. What do you think of this one?
Yeah,
sorry guys. Sorry. All right. Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on there. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna turn around real quick. I want you to just pour me up something. I'm gonna just like cover my eyes. Let me know once it's done. Tap me on the shoulder. I don't even want to hear anything.
Okay.
We good? All right, cool. All right, I'm not even going to look at it. Eyes closed.
Oh.
Is that super cluster?
No.
It's not? It's Lagunitas though, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's Lagunitas.
Let me try that one more time. No, wait a second. It's not super cluster. Yeah.
This is fun.
Because, yeah, it's got more minerality. It's a little something.
Yeah.
There we go.
Good job.
Yeah, all right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Me next? Am I
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll close my eyes.
All right. Let's see. Step away a little bit. I don't want you to I feel my physical presence either.
Sure.
There we go. Okay. All right. Let's see. What do I do? Oh, geez, Rick. I don't know. All right, here you go.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. Don't look at it. Yeah.
Okay.
You can come back and take a frame.
Oh.
But yeah, just like drink it with your eyes closed. Here we go.
Lagunitas.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Alpha King.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wait, this is Alpha King? No,
Yeah.
it's not normal.
I'm sorry, Zombie Dust. That's what I meant to say. It's not
Zombie
Alpha
Dust?
King. It's Zombie Dust. Sorry.
That's Zombie Dust?
Yeah, Zombie Dust.
I don't
Yeah.
remember Zombie Dust like that.
Yeah, Zombie Dust. My bad.
That was Zombie Dust?
Yeah, it was Zombie Dust.
Damn! I was
Yeah.
so off.
Yeah. Let's do another one. Maybe for this one, let's see. Let's see. What do I do? Oh, geez, Rick. There you go. All right, come back into frame. There we go. All right, what we got here?
Nice.
You can face the camera now.
Oh.
Yeah, you just can't open your eyes.
Nice.
IPA?
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, hazy. All right. Do one for me. Do one for me.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm in.
Let's see.
Okay, eyes closed. Back in frame. Not gonna look at the beer. Ooh. Now I'm nervous. Shit. What the?
Damn, you got it. He's too good. Why'd you make us see something tough? Was that hard?
Huh?
Was that hard?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
for
it's
a
hard?
second.
Oh, okay.
Because I was getting in my own head.
Oh.
Because when I had it, I was like, this is Daisy Cutter. And I was like, is it though? I was like, when I first tasted it, I was like, yo, this is Daisy Cutter. And I was like, is it though? And then that's when I started to psych myself out. But I was like, yo, like, just go with your first instinct.
Okay.
Just go with your first
All right.
instinct. All right, let's do one more each and then we'll call it a wrap.
Okay,
All right.
sure,
You want to go?
Yeah.
All right. All right, let's see.
Tank. Nice. Final.
All right,
Holy
yeah.
shit.
All right, last one.
Okay.
Let's
okay.
go.
Okay. All right. Oh, what, dude? Not even the fucking taste. What the fuck? You know what I did? I even like dropped this can just to fucking fool you, but they didn't fool him. He got it. He got it without even trying it. That was nice.
Dude, that was fun as hell.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, I definitely didn't want to do it on the last time just because I was like, this is his favorite. He's gonna know this one, and but we don't have that many left. I'm like, he's gonna know that one.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
he
you
would
could
know
do
that one.
like the same one again too, but yeah. Dude, that was really fun.
Yeah.
And it's like interesting because like I had to internalize the beers, and it's not even that we're like, is this Lagunitas or not? Which I think there is a style. I think there is like a house style that I'm starting to like.
Now, I mean, compare dankness to other dank breweries, you know, it's just like, I feel like dank was the common theme, it's just like, compared to these, and so if we find other dank breweries, it's just like, it'd be hard.
You know, another thing too, I would love to go house versus house, where we're like, all right, because I don't know how many breweries are doing as many different like pale ales. But it's like to find another brewery that's like get all their pale ales, all the Lagunitas, or all the like half acres, all the Three Floyds, you know, and then do a house to house comparison and see if there's like a theme where you can kind of place them, you know.
Yeah.
But we went even one step further, which is like actually trying to place the beer itself, which is
That was fun.
yeah, it's fun, and I love vindicating my palate, like just knowing that like it's like I'm still like I got it, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The ultimate test.
Hope you guys have fun
was
watching
fun.
that, and go ahead and give this a try. Do the same thing, and just like keep training that palate and keep having fun with it. That's the best way to get better, is to have fun.
Yeah. Till next time, guys.
Peace.
That was nice.
Yeah.